I promised that I will be in Bahrain on the 24th of May, Friday. The location has been fixed. It's Hotel Rami Grand, opposite to Sipp Mall. Those desirous of meeting me in Bahrain can contact my team at the WhatsApp number given below or drop an email at the email address given below. See you in Bahrain on the 24th of May.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I wanted to talk about Sipp and the problems people are facing in sipping. Anand has always been vocal about this, that if you do not know anything about markets and you do not know how to invest and research on individual shares and companies, you're better off sipping on the Nifty 50 passively and staying there and keep dropping every month and forget about it and don't worry about it. That in the long term, you'll tend to gain wealth and you'll beat inflation. This, in general and in theory, is true. But there are a few problems with this, which we are starting to notice. That many youngsters, people at your age group, are having very high expectations of mutual funds and sipping. And this is very apparent in the data which is coming out. That yes, we did see a record number of SIP accounts being opened in India. But what that article failed to mention was, as these record numbers of SIPs are opening, what is very clear in these trends is people are trying to time the market and people are losing faith in the returns they're seeing, and many of them have become inactive and many of them have even closed. So the closure rate of new accounts is very high. Even inactivity in accounts are rather high. Sipping only works on two important principles when me and Anand were talking about it. One, that you stay passive, that you invest in the Nifty 50. And two is consistency over a long term. So it's like akin to weight loss or dieting. A lot of you wonder, if this is so easy, Vinod, why aren't there so many people who started sipping 10 years ago? Because sipping has been available for the last 20 odd years. There should be lots of wealthy people in India who've just been sipping and making lots of money if this is so true. The problem in sipping is it's like low steady state cardio. To keep it in the fat burning zone, because it's very boring. And a lot of people lack discipline and lack consistency. It's easier said than done, as in weight loss, sticking to an exercise regime, sticking to a diet. Only when you start trying to do it, do you realize how difficult doing something which is very boring and very simple, repeatedly over and over and again, requires a certain mental fortitude and habit forming and discipline to do. And it's not easy to do this. This is why a lot of people have spectacularly failed in sipping. Either they've not been consistent, or two, they've been tinkering with sipping in ways which it's not meant to be done with. For example, the trend which we are seeing is from 2018 to now, if you see, the market has almost tripled in size, the Nifty, from around 8,000 to now, where we are at 22. It has grown. And people who left colleges at the time around 2018, who started sipping, have seen some phenomenal returns in a very short span of time of this unusual market which we have had, this bull run, with this free cash flow, the world, which we've been talking about. And we're in the process of entering a new world order, as they say, with these high interest rates. Even the Fed came out recently. If you see Anand's video on MoneyPechu, he talks about that, where there is no inclination for the Fed to move in interest rate anywhere. And this is leading to pressure in other global currencies, like I've said in many videos, where either holding the rates as they are, or they're even considering moving the rates up to catch up with the Fed, because their local currencies are becoming weaker and weaker, getting debased with the dollar, because the dollar is offering such attractive returns compared to their own currency. So this environment is changing from a low interest to this high interest environment. So this kind of thing which you saw from 2018 to 2024 is a very hard thing to repeat going forward to the next 8, 5, 10 odd years, because the environment itself has fundamentally changed. And people who invested at this point of time in the Nifty think that Nifty on an average will give 14-15% return. And they're terribly miscalculating this. And if you look at the Nifty's long-term averages, they're nowhere near those. This was a strange period, and you cannot take, this is the basic problem even in statistics and in mathematics. When you're doing this kind of group analysis, your group counts, you have to make sure the group which you are sitting and doing the analysis on is a good group. Otherwise, your results can be very skewed. And this is happening to a lot of youngsters who believe that Nifty will give 14%. And then you believe by switching over to active funds or even moving to things like from large cap moving to small cap, I can make that even 20%. This is not true. Markets are in a skew and these returns are abnormal at best. And if you think these are the kind of markets we are seeing are the normal markets and this will continue being, these are stable markets, you will burn yourself to such a point that you will never come back to the market ever again. This has happened even in the past. In 2007, 2008, in the 2000s, people who entered the market like this, who started sipping, who were told all of these great things of wealth creation and this is the way of the future, retirement fund and all this was told to them. And they burnt themselves and they never came back to the market. These are another reason why you don't see a lot of people who have created immense amount of wealth in sipping, because they exit the market because of volatility in the market. Another mistake which is happening is we saw a recent article saying that mutual fund houses are not accepting huge one-shot investments in small caps. This is true, but what that didn't fail to mention was the reason why these mutual funds houses are doing this is majority of this is happening internally in the house of new investors who are in other active funds, let's say in a large cap fund, who are seeing this news about small caps being promoted in all kinds of media and circles, deciding to pull out their money from large cap and shove it into small cap. This is detrimental not only to the investor first, because it's not safe, because of the bubble which is there, plus it hurts the mutual funds houses themselves. So this is another thing which you're seeing. It's not the fresh inflow was troubling the mutual houses. It is the own internal recycling of funds on mutual funds is what's leading to this. So what I want you to remember if you're thinking of sipping is it works if you are invested in the long term and if you keep your expectations also relatively modest. Meaning if you hope, let's say the Nifty does 11 to 12% over a period of 10 years, you'll be much better and you'll be much happier because it will give you a realistic idea on actually the volume of money you need to invest. Because a lot of you aspire to say in 10 years time, I want to have 1 crore. In 20 years time, I want to have 10 crores. Because the difference which you have to monthly commit, let's say you want to achieve 1 crore at 14% passively. Let's say we are assuming Nifty is giving you 14 over a period of 10 years. You will have to invest, let's say 40,000 rupees every month for 10 years to reach 1 crore. And let's say you were wrong and it's only giving you 11% Nifty. You should have had to invest instead of 40,000, 50,000 rupees because your 40,000 rupees will give you probably around 88 lakhs, 12 lakhs short of your 1 crore. So these are the reasons why expectations matter, because the amount you invest, volume of money you're investing also changes according to this. So these are some of the key ideas I wanted to share with you today when it comes to sipping. And I've written more about this in a Medium post. I hope you go read it. And I would love to hear your comments about it and maybe even have further discussions on this. So keep investing, keep your spirits up, as they say, if the markets go up and down. Remember, in the long term, things will always work out. And see you in the next one. So, bye.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.